What is up, YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back in today with you guys, another new Speed Duel deck profile. And today we are showing you the Harpy Lady Tribal Synergy deck profile that you guys saw in the Match Duel video the other day against the Blade Knight deck, and we won them, which is really cool. So have the deck profile here to show you guys that you guys are really anticipating for really interesting, really neat combination of cards able to come up with to bring back the Harpy Lady and Tribal Synergy a little bit. So let me know what you guys think and comment down below. Before we go straight into it, as usual, a quick card sleeve review right here. Today we're using these OCG Link Reigns version 2 green sleeves, which are really neat. I really like the black and green combination right here, which fits the Harpy Lady very well with the wind type as well, and I mean wind attribute as well. And yeah, right here we're playing the skill card Tribal Synergy, self-explanatory, being able to draw into your cards. So we're gonna go through our monsters now. I'm gonna break it into two sections. The first section we're gonna go through is the Harpy engine. So for the Harpy engine, we are playing 3 Harpy Ladies. We got a super rare right here, really neat. We opened Speed Duel Tournament Packs 1 to get these, if you guys are wondering where to get these. So if you guys haven't seen that video, check that out as well. Really cool opening of exclusive foil upgrades of those cards for us. And then next, we are playing the one of sort of our boss monsters, the Harpy Lady Sisters in ultra rare as well. Managed to pull one of these in a tournament pack, which is really cool, really awesome, really neat. And definitely I have to play one of these. And if you guys don't play the ultra rare version, don't think about it. I'm just kidding, you guys can play the common version as well. And then we're also playing Birdface right here, just one of, just a really good searcher and a pretty neat attack as well with 1600, an okay attack to run. So that basically rounds off for our Harpy engine. Moving into our Amazoness engine, we play 2 Swordswoman. Standard, she's extremely powerful with her effect and just annoying to deal with overall generally, as well as Trainee. Her effect is also pretty neat, being able to send cards back to the bottom of the deck, which basically stops Zombinas, you know, Hyper Hammerheads, and possibly even Apprentice Magicians as well, which is really cool. Yomi ships as well, actually. And then we have one Amazon Sage, just to give a little bit of pressure to the back row. Unfortunately, we didn't really see this card play in the Speed Duel match because we just didn't even draw into it overall. And since we're playing one-off, I guess, there's a lot of one-offs in this deck, I have to say. And because of that, you know, we just didn't get into draw. But I really think this is a really good mix and mixed combination. And one last, I guess as a third part to this, we're playing one really interesting tech boss monster, I like to call it. We're playing the Desert Twister right here, and you know, this card is an ultra rare that came in with Arena of Lost Souls, and you know, there's definitely potential in this card to be within this sort of realm of deck. We kind of knew immediately when this card came out. It's pretty neat. You can special summon this card. You know, it's a really good mid-game / late game monster to draw into. A horrible card to draw into in the early game or in your starting hand, because you know you would never meet the requirements in your first turn, never, almost. And you know, being able to bring this out to pop extra back row, and it's like a free extra monster with 2300 beater, which is quite standard, quite nice as well. It's just really good. Also, just one more side note, you know, we only play 1 Harpy Lady Sisters just because also it's a card you just never want to draw into. We're playing 2, basically already risking into 2 cards that we don't want to draw into too early, and it's just horrible to have draw into it, because with Harpy Lady Sisters you want to use Elegant Egotist, which we'll get to see later on, to play that card instead, and basically utilize off the benefits from that effect, rather than drawing into it and then you just special something from your hand. So very similar idea and approach with like Gearfried Swordmaster. I mentioned before, you don't want to draw into it, you want to use Release Restraint to bring it out from the deck rather than drawing into it, because if you draw into it, it's basically a dead draw, a dead card that clunks up your hand when you could have used a different card overall. So rounding off to our spells right here, we're playing 2 Elegant Egotists, which basically allows us to bring out Harpy Lady Sisters. We got the super rare version foil upgrade as well from the tournament pack, so lots of foil cards in this deck, which is really neat and I really like it. So yeah, and that basically allows you to bring out sisters. We also play 2 because you can also not only bring out sisters, you can bring out another Harpy lady, which is really good. So 2 is a perfect amount. Some of you guys might want to just play 1, but I think 2 is really great overall. And I'm also playing 2 Harpies Hunting Ground right here, just a definitely must have for a Harpy deck, especially when you're playing against like even Gravekeepers and Blade Knight decks. They have lots of heavy back row, and utilizing Harpy's Hunting Ground, you can pop their back rows again and again and basically just get better trade. So Harpy's Hunting Ground, I think this is one of the reasons that made this deck viable, and being able to fit that into like that little road deck spot that can go against like tier 1 decks like Blade Knight and Gravekeepers. Against Serpent Knights, not as much. This deck is lacking behind it a little bit. Serpent Knight will overcome this deck easily. I'll fully disclaim it out there. Serpent Knight is just way too incredibly powerful currently in the meta. And to round off our last spell, we're just playing 1 heirloom right here. The reason why, we do play enough Amazon's monsters, so it's quite a neat tech card. We do play 5, and playing 1 of an heirloom just really gives a better advantage to destroy any monsters that you run into. So this might be a kind of like an answer back to Serpent Knight, but you know, just relying on this one up is not the best. So, but it's still heirloom itself. It's a really neat card to have because of its destroying effect. Next, now we're rounding into our traps. We're gonna have 2 kunais standard, of course, and then 1 windstorm right here. You guys can play 3 kunais instead if you like, but you know, this is a good ratio, a good combination. You can play Security Orb even if you would like. And 1 more trap card right here, a really unique one. We're playing 1 of the Wild Tornado. The reason why this Wild Tornado is really good, once again, with the current meta, a lot of people are playing Dust Tornadoes or Night Beams. Wild Tornado gets a really good beneficial off of this, as well as you can combine it with your Harpy Hunting Ground. So when Harpy Hunting Ground pops a card, pops a spell or trap on the field, you can pop your own Wild Tornado, so then you can pop 1 face-up card on the field. So you can basically destroy 1 of your opponent's monsters, which is really neat in some situations, which is really cool and really great. So yeah, that basically rounds off the traps right here. So now we're gonna move into our side deck, and for our side deck we're playing 1 warrior elimination, of course, since we're against a lot of warrior type decks such as Blade Knight or really just Blade Knight. 2 RFIs, good against spellcasters as well as the warriors. Right here, I still think RFI is a really neat card to have. It's also decently good against Gravekeepers, and like once again, talking about Gravekeepers, definitely play 2 Blast Hellbite Tribute. I think it's just a little bit behind against Gravekeepers, but you know, subbing 2 of these in can definitely make a huge help. Some of you guys might take out 1 and then play another card that can possibly go against Serpent Knight Dragon. I don't really know what card goes is really good against that right now, other than Aerosol, honestly. But yeah, you can sub in another card like another Wild Tornado or Security Orb. So just in case your opponent plays Serpent Knight and they pop your back row, you can use that off to pop it back against them as well. And then last but not least, 1 Possessed Dark Soul. So you guys play your side deck accordingly to what your meta game is like around your locals or around your tournaments that you usually go to. But you know, there are people who still play Relinquish in my locals, so Possessed Dark Soul is still a really good card to have as well against the, if any of you guys play against the level 3 vanilla Enchanting Fitting Room decks, if any of those guys play out there, this is also really good against them. So that basically rounds off this entire deck profile. Really interesting, really unique. I really like the idea overall personally. So if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below on what you guys think. Use my deck as a reference or as a base reference to create your own decks and to inspire you guys as well. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the Speed Duel content here on this channel, or generally any content on this channel, be sure to subscribe. That's a great way to let me know and to support me and the channel by letting us know that you guys love the content here and we always want more. So don't forget to click the notification bell as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys to those who are already supporting the channel already in any way there is. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And this is AVAULT signing